When it comes to creating the ultimate home theater experience, a great AV receiver is the beating heart of your setup. It's the command center that brings your movies, music, and games to life, handling everything from breathtaking surround sound to seamless 4K and even 8K video switching. But with so many models packed with cutting-edge features like Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, HDMI 2.1, Wi-Fi streaming, and voice control, choosing the right one can feel overwhelming. To help you find the perfect match, we've listed the top 10 best AV receivers along with their key features and the essential things to consider when choosing the best one for your needs. Links to all the products mentioned in the video are provided in the description below, so let's get started. Number 10. Sony STR-DA590. The simple starter receiver. If you want an easy way to step into home theater, this receiver makes it effortless. It's a 5.2-channel unit, allowing you to build a solid surround setup and even add 2 subs for extra bass. Despite being affordable, it doesn't skip the essentials. You get 4K HDR pass-through for sharp, colorful visuals on modern TVs, while Sony's S-Force Pro Virtual Surround creates a wider soundstage using just 2 speakers, making your room feel more immersive. Delivering 725 watts in total, it gives movies the deep low end they deserve and keeps music sounding lively. Built-in Bluetooth lets you stream instantly from your phone, and Smart Standby Mode powers it up automatically when you connect. Between the FM tuner and analog inputs, it's ready for both modern tech and classic devices. You won't find premium extras like Dolby Atmos or DTS:X, and it's not meant for huge theater setups, but that's the appeal. It keeps things simple, reliable, and budget-friendly. For anyone new to surround sound. Number 9. Yamaha RXA2A Aventage, the affordable entry into premium theater. If you've been curious about Yamaha's premium Aventage receivers but don't want to shell out top dollar, this model is a great way to jump in. It's a 7.2-channel setup with a sleek, modern look that feels more refined than the chunky boxes you usually see in this price range. Sound-wise, you're covered with Dolby Atmos and DTS:X for that immersive surround experience. Yamaha also adds their Surround AI feature, which listens in on what you're watching and tweaks the effects on the fly. Pair that with YPAO room calibration, and the system does a nice job balancing voices, bass, and music so everything feels smooth in your space. On the video side, you've got support for 8K at 60 Hz on select inputs and 4K at 120 Hz, which is a win for both gamers and movie lovers. Extras like VRR and ALLM help fast-paced games look cleaner, while Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus keep movies sharp and vibrant. Connectivity doesn't disappoint either. 7 HDMI inputs, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and Yamaha's MusicCast for whole home streaming. It even plays nice with Sonos if you plan to expand later. Now, with 100 watts per channel, it's not built to power the giant multi-room theater setups you'll see higher on the list. But for the price, the ARXA2 hits a sweet spot. Premium Yamaha design, strong features, and performance that feels more high-end than what you'd expect at this level. Number 8. Sony STRA-N1000. The gamer-friendly receiver with smart calibration. If your home theater setup doubles as a gaming station, this one's going to check a lot of boxes. It's a 7.2-channel receiver with 8K and 4K 120 support, so you're covered whether you're watching Dolby Vision HDR movies or chasing frames in next-gen games. The motion stays sharp, colors pop, and you don't feel like you're losing quality just to get smoother gameplay. What really stands out here is Sony's 360 spatial sound mapping. Instead of relying only on physical speakers, it uses calibration to create phantom channels, basically tricking your ears into thinking the room is filled with sound from every direction. Pair that with Dolby Atmos and DTS:X, and you get a wraparound soundstage that feels bigger than the hardware sitting in front of you. Setup is pretty painless. Sony's auto-calibration measures your room and adjusts speaker balance, and the interface is straightforward compared to some of the more intimidating receivers out there. And with streaming built in, You can run music through Chromecast, AirPlay, Spotify Connect, or Bluetooth without extra gear. Of course, with 7 channels and about 100 watts per channel, it's not as beastly as the bigger 9.2 or 11 channel models, but that's the trade-off. It keeps things compact, simpler to use, and at a price point that's easier to swallow. For gamers, small to mid-sized theaters, or anyone who wants big Atmos sound without going overboard, the STRA N1000 nails the balance. Number 7. Yamaha RX-A4A Avantage. The smart receiver with AI sound. This one's built for people who want theater-grade audio, but with a touch of smart tech that takes some of the guesswork out. Instead of constantly tweaking settings, Yamaha's Surround AI actually analyzes what you're watching in real time, whether it's a movie, a concert, or a game, and adjusts the sound field automatically. Pretty slick if you don't want to dig through menus. It's a 7.2 channel receiver with plenty of punch for mid to large rooms, and the video side is fully future-proof. You get HDMI 2.1 across all inputs with 8K at 60 Hz, 4K at 120 Hz, plus support for Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and HLG. For gamers, VRR and ALLM are on board, so you get smoother motion and lower latency without fiddling with extra settings. On the audio formats, it handles Dolby Atmos, DTS-XE, and even Auro 3D for that fully immersive sound bubble. Yamaha also packs in its YPAO room calibration system, which uses multiple measurement points to tune the sound to your space, balancing everything from dialogue clarity to low-end rumble. Connectivity is stacked with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, and Yamaha's own Musicast system for whole home audio. It even plays nice with Alexa, Google Assistant, and Sonos. And with 7 HDMI inputs and 3 outputs, you've got plenty of room for all your gear. The only trade-off is that it doesn't hit the same raw channel count as some higher-end 9.2 or 11.2 options. But if you want a receiver that's easier to live with, adjusts itself on the fly, and still brings premium sound and video performance, the RX-A4 delivers without overcomplicating your setup. Number 6. Marantz Cinema 70S. The slim receiver with big personality. If a huge black box isn't your vibe, this model keeps things slim without skimping on performance. You still get that big theater feel, but in a package that works beautifully for apartments, condos, or any space where every inch counts. Even though it's compact, you're still getting a full 7.2 channel design at 50 watts per channel. That means enough muscle to run surround sound with clarity, and Marantz's signature HDM circuitry adds that warm, detailed tone they're famous for. Movies sound full and dynamic, and music playback has a richness that feels more like a hi-fi stereo system than a basic receiver. When it comes to video, it's stacked with all the modern upgrades: 8K at 60 Hz, 4K at 120 Hz for gaming, plus HDR10+ and Dolby Vision for rich detail and color. Gamers also get smooth motion thanks to VRR and ALLM. On the audio side, it handles Dolby Atmos and DTS-X, and if you don't want to mess with ceiling speakers, the virtual height modes step in to give you that overhead effect. Connectivity is straightforward: 2 7 HDMI ports, with 3 of them ready for 8K, plus phono inputs for your turntable, USB, and subwoofer outputs. Streaming's a breeze with HOS Bluetooth, AirPlay 2, and Wi-Fi. And if you're into smart homes, Alexa and Siri voice control are built right in. The trade-off, with 50 watts per channel. It's not meant for driving massive speaker setups in huge rooms. But in an apartment, condo, or a cozy theater space, the Cinema 70S nails that balance of slim style and high-end sound. Number 5. The Enco TX Rs50 is a smartly tuned theater receiver that doesn't just throw sound at you, it shapes it perfectly into your room. Thanks to DRA Live technology, it calibrates the audio so your space doesn't interfere with the soundtrack, eliminating booming bass in one corner and muffled dialogue in another. The result is balanced, immersive sound no matter where you sit. Inside, it features 9.2 channels at 120 watts each and can process up to 11.2, making a full 7.2. 4 Atmos setup totally possible. With HDMI 2.1 ports supporting both 8K and 4K at 120 AG, you'll enjoy smooth visuals whether you're gaming or watching movies. You can even send different content to multiple rooms like a film in the theater while the kids watch something else elsewhere. Enco also teamed up with Klipsch to create an optimized mode for their reference speakers, taking the guesswork out of crossover settings. Add in THX certification, and you know it's been through thousands of tests to ensure precise, intended sound. Plus, it works seamlessly with Sonos, streams from Spotify or Tidal, and even supports high-res audio via Bluetooth headphones. While its vast feature list might feel overwhelming at first, once set up, the TXR Z50 easily becomes the powerful yet effortless centerpiece of any home theater. Number 4. The Denon VR-X3800H is a feature-packed theater upgrade that hits the perfect sweet spot, powerful enough for serious home theater setups without being overwhelming. It's built for those who want a true 3D surround experience without diving into the ultra-premium range. At its core, it delivers 9.4 channels pushing 105 watts each, perfect for a full Dolby Atmos system with multiple subwoofers, while supporting all major audio formats, including DTS-X Pro, IMAX, and Auro 3D. Even if you don't have height speakers, its advanced virtualization tech creates an impressive overhead effect without extra hardware. On the visual front, it's future-ready with 8K pass-through, 4K at 120 Hz, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and Dynamic HDR for smooth, vibrant visuals, whether you're gaming, streaming, or watching Blu-rays. With 9 HDMI 2.1 port 6 inputs and 3 outputs, connecting all your devices is effortless. Adding to the experience, the built-in HEOS multi-room streaming lets you play music across different rooms in high quality directly from Spotify or Tidal, with no extra gear required. The only minor trade-off is the slightly complex setup due to its rich feature set. But once mastered, the X3800H delivers an exceptional balance of power, flexibility, and future-proof performance that elevates any home theater experience. Number 3. Denon AVER X4800H, the powerhouse receiver for home theaters. Imagine movie nights where the sound doesn't just come at you, it surrounds you. With this receiver, effects seem to drop in from above, dialogue stays sharp and centered, and the soundtrack wraps around in smooth, layered detail. The star here is a 9.4 channel design pushing 125 watts per channel, meaning you can run a serious surround setup with multiple subwoofers and still have headroom to spare. On the video side, it's built for the future with 8K pass-through at 60 AG, 4K at 120 AG, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and Dynamic HDR all working together for seamless visuals, whether you're gaming or watching movies. The sound formats are equally stacked, featuring Dolby Atmos, DTS-X Pro, IMAX Enhanced, and Auro 3D, while the upmixing feature breathes new life into older content. With Denon's HEOS built in, you can stream music wirelessly to multiple rooms using Spotify, Tidal, or any playlist you love. Sure, it takes up some space, costs more than entry-level gear, and setup might seem intimidating at first. But once tuned, the whole experience truly feels like bringing the cinema home. Number 2. Marantz Cinema 50, the audiophile's theater receiver. This one is for those who don't just want loud sound, but crave detail, texture, and that warm Marantz character that makes both movies and music come alive. It's a 9.4 channel powerhouse delivering 110 watts per channel, giving you the strength to run a full Atmos setup with multiple subwoofers while keeping the sound smooth and balanced. On the video side, it's future-ready with 8K pass-through, 4K 120 for gaming, Dolby Vision, HDR10+, and Dynamic HDR. Features like VRR and ALLM cut lag and keep motion fluid, ensuring both movies and games look crisp and seamless. Surround formats include Dolby Atmos, DTS-X Pro, IMAX Enhanced, and Auro 3D, along with virtual height modes if you prefer not to install ceiling speakers. The result is a cinematic bubble of sound that's as immersive in action films as it is in live concert streams. Marantz also focuses on convenience, with 9 HDMI ports, 6 in, 3 out, multiple subwoofer outputs, a phono input for vinyl lovers, and built-in HEOS for multi-room streaming. Voice control compatibility with Alexa, Siri, and other smart assistants adds flexibility, while Odyssey Multi-Ec XT32 calibration fine-tunes your setup effortlessly. The trade-off is that it's not the cheapest option, and the design leans traditional rather than flashy, but once it's dialed in, the Cinema 50 delivers that signature Marantz warmth and finds that transforms your living room into a space you'll never want to leave. Number 1. Denon VRX 6800H. The flagship theater beast. If you want the kind of home theater that makes friends stop mid-sentence the second the movie starts, this is the one. It's an 11.4 channel powerhouse, pushing 140 watts per channel, designed for those who won't settle for anything less than full-scale cinema at home. What makes it special is its sheer flexibility. You can run massive surround setups, think 7.2, 4 with height speakers and multiple subwoofers, and still have power to spare. On the processing side, it handles up to 13.4 channels, which is about as close as it gets to professional theater gear in a living room. Formats like Dolby Atmos, DT, ESX, IMAX, Enhanced, and Auro 3D are all supported, plus virtualization modes for overhead effects, even without ceiling speakers. On the video side, it's fully future-proof with 8K pass-through, HDR10, plus Dolby Vision, Dynamic HDR, VRAL, LM the works. Whether it's high frame rate gaming or the latest blockbuster in 8K, everything looks buttery smooth and razor sharp. Denon's top-tier HDMI section includes 7 inputs and multiple outputs with ERC, making connectivity effortless. Setup is simple too, thanks to an on-screen guide that walks you through step-by-step, while Odyssey Multi-Ec XT32 with sub-ec HT dials in every speaker and subwoofer for perfectly balanced sound in your room. Built-in HEOS also means you can stream music wirelessly across your whole house, making it just as great for daily listening as for movie nights. Sure, it's a serious investment and probably overkill for beginners, but for those building a reference-level home theater, the AVRX 6800H is the kind of gear you buy once and enjoy for years without worrying about what's next. It's a true endgame receiver. So, there you have it. Whether it's the budget-friendly Sony STR-DI 590, the slim Marantz Cinema 70 SE, or the beastly Denon VRX 6800H, there's a receiver here for every setup. That's all for today. If you find this video helpful, so thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and connect with us for the latest technology and review. We receive motivation of your feedback. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment. Thank you.